Welcome. Thank you for coming to this channel. Don't forget to keep liking and sharing and keep subscribing. LP, PDP, the rate Inec chairman for sharing lessons from Ghana Post. LP, PDP, Inec IREC share for sharing lessons from Ghana Post. The People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party have lashed out at the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, after he commended the conduct of Ghana's presidential election last weekend and advised Nigerian politicians on what to learn. In a remarkable outcome, ex-President John Mahama of the opposition party defeated Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia, who was the candidate of Ghana's ruling party. Yakubu, in a video clip on Sunday, praised the rancor-free conduct of the Ghana election, pointing out lessons for Nigeria. But in an interview with our correspondent, the National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Obiora Ifo, criticized Yakubu for his alleged poor handling of the 2023 presidential election won by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress, the Labour Party, whose candidate Peter Obi came third behind the candidate of the People's Democratic Party and ex-Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, accused Yakubu of manipulating the poll in favour of President Tinubu and asked him to apologize to Nigerians. Both Obi and Atiku contested the result of the 2023 presidential election in court but lost. But the opposition parties continue to insist that they were rigged out. Reacting to the Inec chairman's comment on Ghana's election, the LP spokesman knocked him for pontificating. Obiora said, though the LP had moved on from what transpired in 2023, it is a shame that the Inec chairman should be talking when, in this case, he should be the one to learn from Ghana. He was the architect of exactly what Nigerians are suffering today. He owes Nigerians an apology. We didn't hear of electoral violence, snatching of boxes, or any glitches whatsoever in Ghana. The people spoke through their votes. Their votes counted and the Ghanaians are happy with it, Obiora said. Similarly, the PDP Deputy National Youth Leader Timothy Osadolo described Yakubu's trip to Ghana to monitor the neighboring country's election as an aberration. According to him, Yakubu owes Nigerians an apology over the alleged mishandling of the 2023 general elections. He said, apologizing to Nigerians now will be a little belated, but let it be on record that he apologized and resigned honorably. If I were to be him, I will apologize to Nigerians and resign. Let him borrow a leaf from people of integrity. And when the issues of credibility are being discussed, you should keep quiet and listen. Yakubu even had an opinion on the electoral process. I hope he had not taught them the process of rigging elections. The truth is this: he cannot be approbating and reprobating at the same time. You are saying Ghana took lectures from Nigeria on how to declare elections and the voting units and all of that. Can he, in all sincerity, attest to what happened in Edo and Ondo? Can he also put his hand on his chest to say he is at peace with his conscience regarding how he handled the last 2023 presidential elections? For everything unfair and everything inconsistent, the man is a walking example. And I think that when credible processes are being discussed, people like Yakubu should not be invited to such gathering. That's the submission of the PDP Youth Secretary and also that of the LP PRO about Yakubu's submission on the Ghana election. Quick things here. Number one, Yakubu has rights. He's a human being. He can speak on the Ghana election, and that's his right. We can't take that away from him. Yakubu also has his flaws, which these people are trying to point his attention to. He cannot be abrogating and be pontificating and be reprobating the same time, and knowing fully well that yes, there are errors in the elections in which he conducted in Nigeria. I think he needs to learn from what Ghana has done. Yes, he was the one that said Ghana learned from their own plan, the Nigeria's version's plan. But one of Nigeria was mad with a lot of irregularities, glitches here and there. He should be able to learn from what has happened in Ghana. And the learning is in both ways. Like the politicians both from PDP and Labour Party are saying that this man should learn, they also should learn. If there can be no ballot snatching, there can be no fighting at the polling unit, no use of thugs, and no maiming and killing, politicians should also learn, because it's not, the process is not complete until the active actors, that's the politicians, then the people, and then the commission, until all of them decide to follow the rule of the game and act accordingly. While they are saying Yakubu should be a man of integrity and of honor to resign, and let it be in record, even though his resignation might have been belated according to what the PDP man said, they too need to learn to also not allow violence in our election. That's the truth. And they must make sure that whichever outcome the election brings, they should accept it in good faith. Now they are trying to say that the election is not okay, but then they fought it even onto the tribunal, and then the court of the law has already established the mandate, and the president is in power. There is no way they can begin to say the president is illegitimate again, because he has the backing of the law concerning it. The judiciary has spoken, and that's the final. But coming forward again to the next election, 2026 in Osun, 2027 the general election, let us follow the rule. I know to some extent too, Inec might probably want to do the needful and be an unbiased umpire, but the politicians are a factor too. The powers that be, the politicians in power and the ones that are out of power, they are also playing a negative role in trying to make sure that these things are properly done. So for me, Nigeria can learn. Let it be that at the polling unit the results is announced and everybody has it once and for all, fair and square, and we'll have a better Nigeria of our dream when it comes to our election and all the electoral processes. Don't forget to like, to share, and to keep subscribing to this channel. Thank you.